Hello everybody, this is MobKiller playing this game called Slay the Spire. I know, it's not Fortnite. This game is basically a roguelike card game based around building a deck and defeating 3 floors of bosses. And it's a completely random game, so every experience is different. There's currently 2 playable characters, the Ironclad and the Silent. They both have their own abilities. Today I'm going to be starting off with the Ironclad, which I played the game a little bit before. If I look at my statistics, I beat the game twice, died 31 times, and all the stats for any of you who've played this game before. So, just start the quest. The Ironclad, he starts with 80 HP, 99 gold, which is the same across any character. And his relic is, at the end of combat, you heal 6 HP. And you can unlock cards by beating the game. So, just starting, this is a feature of the game. You can choose one of 4 options whenever you restart. I'm going to go for obtain a random common relic. Okay, so this relic is called Pen-Nib, and every 10th attack, it deals double damage, so basically a 10% DPS increase. So this is the map, the starting area. There's many things. These are the question marks or events. The merchants where they can spend their gold. Treasure is a guaranteed chest where there's a relic. Resting, you can either upgrade a card or heal. These are the normal enemies, and then these are the elites, so stronger, more difficult. You want to choose a path that isn't too difficult, but you still want to get some monsters. And this is the boss here. So it's a slime. So this is the boss, King Slime. So I think we're going to run up this path and then decide here which way we want to go. So we start this fight. Curl up. That means whenever it takes damage, it gets 3 block. So the way this game works is it shows what the enemies are going to do. This guy's going to attack the 6, and this guy's going to buff himself somehow. So you usually draw 5 cards. You have 3 energy. You can see the energy up in the top, based on, and everything has its own abilities. Right now we have a basic death, strikes, defends, and a card called Bash. So I'm going to just strike, and defend. Because his relic is at the end of combat heal 6, so it's okay if we take 1 or 2 damage, since we'll heal it back at the end. Now I can just kill these 2, and then that's the first fight done. So you can get gold, and you have these things called potions, and there is a lot of different types. This one, you can use it and you get 2 energy. Now after every fight you can choose from 1 of 3 cards. And I think I'm going to go with Battle Trance. Basically, I get to draw 3 cards, but I can't draw any more, which is good since I don't have any other sources of drawing. So now, it's kind of linear. I only have 1 option. So here, I'm going to not play Battle Trance. So, because I do, because I want to filter out the Bash. So I play. It would be better if I strike, defend. So I don't take the damage that guy was dealing, and I only take 5 back, which I can heal due to 6. So now I'm going to Battle Trance. Defend, strike. It's okay on these earlier fights to play the game a little bit slower, since you don't really know their intent. For this I can bash, and I apply 2 vulnerable. Basically, they take 50% more damage. So this is 6. It's gonna do 9. And it pocked pen, and I have a Pen-Nib proc. So my next attack is gonna do double damage, which kills him. So now I can choose from any of the 3. Our next is a question mark. So I'm gonna go with Cleave because AoE is very important when you go against a lot of weaker enemies. So here I can pay 35 gold to heal 20, or I can pay 50 gold to remove a card. Because having a big deck, it kind of means you can't really draw, if I wanted one specific battle trance card, I can't if I have 50 other cards in the deck. But I'm just going to save the gold since there's a few shots in front of us. So here's an enemy called the Cultist. Right now he's not attacking, so I just want to do as much damage as possible. He buffed himself, so I'm going to 2 strikes and a defend. Not going to use battle trance because I don't want to draw the bash, which is now what I want to draw. I'm going to take the 4 damage and apply the vulnerable, so next time I can kill him. See, he slowly gets more and more damage, but I was able to kill him quick. So, the Ironclad is good for a strength build, which only increases the damage, so Pummel will be good here. You'll probably see it later. Here's a shop. You always have an option of 5 cards, 2 colorless, which can be used by any class, 3 relics, 3 potions, and you can remove a card. Right now, I'm just going to want to grab this, because not only does it give me more block than a defend, which a defend only gives you 5, it also lets you draw a card. And we don't need any potions. Now here, since we're on max health, we can upgrade a card. And upgrading the bash is good, since it does more damage and gives us more turns of vulnerable. Now, we're going pretty good. I think we're going to go up on the left and fight this elite, because elites give you relics when you beat them. Ooh, double tap. This is a good card for bash or any other high damage cards. Basically, if I play this, the next attack that I use, it's played twice. So I'm gonna bring that. See, this is a great one for cleave. If I can draw... No. Wait. Oh, shoot. I forgot. No draw. So this is going to do a lot of damage. And now I can just... they're doing 18 damage. So I can get rid of 5 damage this way. I know I could have defended there. I don't think it would have mattered, because it's 5 damage either way. Now I'm going to play double tap, strike, so it plays 2. Oh, that's weird. Didn't do it. It's okay though. I can kill him next turn. So we can mess with it, doesn't matter. So now we're healed back to full. We are going to go with Headbutt, since we can use double tap. So whenever I do this, any card that I've used that before it's shuffled the deck back into it, sorry about that, it will place on top and I can draw next turn. So I can open the chest, and it's a wheelstone. So 2 random attacks, which any strikes, pummel, cleave, or headbutt is going to be upgraded. That's good. I wanted at least one thing that wasn't a strike. We're going to fight this elite. This is the Gremlin Knob. So whenever I use skills like this, it doesn't activate yet, but he's going to start healing, making himself stronger whenever I use skills. You can see right here it says skill or attack, and then the other one's a power. I don't think we have any powers yet. Now he's in a rage, so if you see whenever you play a skill, he gains strength. Now, just because it's going to increase my damage output, I am not going to use double tap. It's not going to be helpful. 2 more attacks and I pen nib. So I'm going to bash, and then this is pen nib proc, 18 damage. Next turn he's dead. I do have to take some damage here, which is okay since I can heal. But that's a pretty good elite. Okay, this is pretty good since at the start of each combat I get 1 vulnerable to all enemies, which if you remember is the same thing Bash can do, except the difference between 1 vulnerable and 3 is this only lasts for 1 turn. This is a really good card. It can help me wipe out tons of smaller enemies all at once. Kind of like this. So if I draw it here, yep. Now here's a strategy I can use. Normally this would do just 15 damage, but if I do this it's going to do 10 damage twice, so it's going to kill everything. Sorry, 7, because I forgot it's vulnerable. Seeing Red, this is a very good card. Basically, it costs 1 and gives me 2, so it's just a bonus of 1. Here, I'm not that low in health, so I can upgrade double tap so it's my next 2 attacks, which is going to be really useful. And here, I'm against a cultist, but I can Battle Trance, Seeing Red, and play my hand. I'm going to go for the slime first. Got him dead. And now I just have to deal with the cultist. Which, 15. If I double tap bash, that's going to do 25. And I can play a... I apologize, I did not mean to do that. I'm just going to take this damage. I was thinking about energy potion, but it's kind of it's too valuable. So then I use headbutt to put this card on the top, so I'm guaranteed to draw it next turn. So I can, he's just dead, it doesn't matter. So you can only carry 3 potions. Ancient potion, I think, is the worst one. You gain 1 artifact, which means you can't be status effect, which could be useful, but I haven't found it very good use for it. Now this is a big slime, which at 50%, which is about 35, I believe it rounds up, it is going to split into 2. So right now, that's our only option. But what we want to do is get it really low. So play something like that, and energy potion, and then whirlwind, and I kill them before he even split. Sometimes it is worth to do it. I take flex here because it can just increase my damage. So now that same, I'm gonna upgrade this shield. See why in a second. That same strategy with the slimes is applied here. He has 140 health, meaning he splits at 70. Battle Trance. I probably should play Shrug first, but if I flex, now this is doing 4 damage 4 times, so that's 16 damage. And now I just play my hand. And you do lose the strength, which kind of sucks, but here I can play double tap headbutt, 24 damage twice, I believe. I bring double tap back into my hand, and I can bring headbutt back into my hand, and then bring a 6 twice. So he split at 56, which is pretty good. I can double tap whirlwind, which brings them both enough that they split, which isn't a very good split, but it's good enough. Now here I can almost. That's 17, 25 damage I'll be taking, which is okay, because I will heal. I'll heal all the way at the end of this fight, which is now. And that is the first boss down. So you get a golden card at the end. So Fiend Fire, this is a pretty good card. It's good for hallway fights. It's good for focusing damage. So this is kind of like a revive token. So whenever you die, you just go back to 50%. Cursed Key, I gain permanently 1 more energy, but whenever we open a non-boss chest, which is these, I get a curse, which is I love that, because getting 1 permanent energy is really good. The last one was a variety of effects. Go back and pause if you want to read it. So we have a lot of gold, so we're gonna go for this shop right here. So we're gonna take this pathway up. Hope you guys enjoy this game. I really love it. Double tap, pummel, strike, strike. And that is 63 damage in 1 turn. Just because I had the extra mana. And now I can Fiend Fire and kill. No, I can't. I counter draw. I'm gonna throw a weakness potion so he doesn't do a ton of damage. Hey, if we lose by 1 health in the end, you know who to blame. I'm thinking about bringing a lot of my friends, I don't need to heal here, onto this series. My deck has 21 cards in it. So let's see here. I have a lot of Sift, so it could be useful. Just Battle Trance Exhaust? No. Could be useful to get this, Rampage. So basically, it does 8 damage for 1 mana, which not only is better than a normal strike, which is 6. Whenever it is cycled and it's played again, it goes for 4, increases by 4, and didn't mean to do that, but that was my plan to take it. This guy's plated armor, which is going to be pretty useful for him. I'm going to shrug it off, double tap, headbutt, get the double tap back, get the headbutt back, and we can do some damage. We have to take 4 here, but that's okay. But I think we just have him dead. We play Battle Trance, up, double tap, whirlwind, he's dead. So, who's our boss? Our boss, okay. Flamebearer is useful. Basically, it's a 2-block card. To spot weakness, I'm between these two. Spot weakness is if they're going to attack, I can get 4 strength, which is plus 4 damage on anything. But this is block. I have a good amount of block. I have block there, I have block there, and all my defense. So I am going to go with spot weakness. So we're going to go up to the right through the shop. So here's what I mean. I can spot weakness. So, and then seeing red. And I can play pummel. And now he's on the floor. Hit him and defend. So I took him out in 1 turn. Now here, I bash, rampage, whirlwind. So now he's vulnerable, so he's going to take more damage. And I can double tap Fiendfire. Oh, the second Fiendfire doesn't do anything. Didn't know that. Well, take some damage here. It's okay. He's dead. So I'll take Iron Wave for 1 block. So here you can get a really good book, but you gotta take some damage. Lose 1, lose 2, lose 3, and lose 10. At the end of each turn, you can choose 1 or 3 random cards to shuffle into. This isn't. You can get 2 different books. This is the worst one. I think I'll be upgrading Rampage. So now it's gonna be. It doubled in value. So I can build up really fast. I'm going to remove a. What's a card I don't play? I'm just going to remove a base defend. And now I'm at the shop. Let's see here. This can be very useful since I haven't gotten too many attacks yet. So I'm going to go with that. Basically, it's going to instant upgrade any attack I get from here on. So I am going to get a curse here. That's not clearly what I want. So I basically have 3 damage per turn, guaranteed, which is pretty nice. I can remove that curse at the shop up here. Depends on how I go in this fight. This is going to kill, I believe. I'm going to Iron Wave, this one, just so I don't take too much damage. And I counted wrong. I always count wrong. So I can, basically, this thing is I can constantly add random cards to my deck. So double tap's going to be played twice. So it's passive procced. Too bad I didn't get to use spot weakness. This guy heals himself, which is fine with me. I built up a ton of mana, and now I just kill. So we healed up to 50. I'm not going to take any of these, because you don't want to thin out your deck. I'm going to heal, since we're not super high health. Now, Rampage Headbutt is a really good combo since it brings the Rampage back into my deck. So I'm going to Shrug, and I'm going to Rampage again. And I'm gonna play Energy Pots just so I can defend. I only took a little bit of damage, so I spot weakness, flex, do that, defend, True Grit. So now I'm taking 9 damage here. And he's dead. So I got a block potion, which is 12 block. Perfected Strike could be good. It's going to be 6 damage plus 2 for every strike. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's going to be an extra. So it'd be 16 damage for 2. Which isn't the best, to be honest. I think I'm going to take nothing. Shop. I think we're just going to remove this curse. Because it makes our attacks less powerful, and that's something we don't want. We don't have extra gold. So we're just going to upgrade. Let's see here. Who's the boss? Okay. I think we can upgrade our pummel. Actually, this is a hard one. I'm gonna go with Seeing Red, just because it costs 1 less mana, basically. So the thing about this guy is he will do a lot of damage after a couple of turns. So I'm gonna try to add AoE since he spawns minions. Yep. And he takes cards from you. I would use Wolf one. So I'm gonna add a double tap, but he's probably gonna take it instantly. Yep, he took my double tap plus, and I took some damage. I am going to shrug, leave, kill this one, and attack this. If you're wondering, I didn't kill, because when he dies, it adds double tap to my hand, and I don't want to waste double tap. So I'm going to Iron Lay this one, and I'm going to double tap, block potion, rampage, and that's all I have. So I'm only taking 1 damage. And my spot weaknesses are kind of useless. So I'm going to double tap, power through. And True Grit. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage this time. Sadly, we are 1 off living. That was a pretty good run, but that guy's a really hard one to beat. So our score is 249. If you would like to do the same path as me, here is my seed that you can put in. Right, you go to play, choose a character, and you hit set seed, and you enter the number. Overall, we didn't lose that much health, but our boss just did too much So I think in the end, it's a pretty good run. I've had a lot of runs so far. And I will see you guys in the next video.